Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. At least 36 people have been killed and 90 injured after an explosion hit a Shia mosque during Friday prayers in the Afghan city of Kandahar. Footage from inside the Fatemiyya mosque shows shattered windows and bodies on the ground and other worshippers trying to help. The explosion's cause is not yet clear, but a suicide bombing is suspected. The mosque was full of people at the time of the blast and at least 15 ambulances were at the scene. A 25-year-old man has been arrested after a UK Member of Parliament was stabbed to death while meeting constituents. Sir David Ames was meeting constituents at a regular surgery at Belfairs Methodist Church. Essex police said they were called to reports of a stabbing and arrested a man. Aerial footage showed an air ambulance taking off at the scene. Tributes have been paid across social media, with the former Prime Minister David Cameron writing, "Very alarming and worrying news reports coming from Leigh-on-Sea. My thoughts and prayers are with Sir David Ames and his family." Lebanon is holding a day of mourning after 7 people died and dozens were hurt in some of the worst violence for years in the capital Beirut. Gunfire broke out on Thursday during a protest by Shia Muslim groups against the judge investigating last year's huge blast at the city's port. Swathes of the city were devastated by the blast, but no one has yet been held accountable. President Michel Aoun has said that those responsible would be held accountable. He added that he will not allow anyone to take the country hostage to their own interests. Footage shows people cleaning the streets and sweeping broken glass in the capital. Australia's Prime Minister Scott Morrison has said he will now attend the COP26 UN climate conference after weeks of initial hesitation.
I confirmed my attendance at the
Global leaders will meet in Glasgow next month to negotiate a new deal to stall rising global temperatures. Mr Morrison drew criticism when he indicated last month that he might skip the meeting. Hundreds of students across Australia skipped school on Friday to demand action on climate change ahead of the COP26 summit. Footage shows students marching while holding banners and signs, and others lying down and chanting slogans. The man suspected of killing 5 people with a bow and arrows in Norway has been handed over to medical experts who will assess his mental health. The suspect, a 37-year-old Danish citizen named Espen Andersen Brathen, had converted to Islam and there were fears he had been radicalised. However, a motive has not yet been determined. A Norwegian court is deciding how long a man suspected of killing 5 people with a bow and arrow and other weapons can initially be held in detention. Police say that a mob in western Kenya has killed a self-confessed serial killer who escaped from custody 2 days ago. Maston Wanjala was traced by villagers to a house in Bungoma town. Authorities had launched a massive manhunt for the fugitive, who admitted to killing more than 10 young boys during a 5-year period. Hundreds of homes and roads have been flooded across Greece due to severe storms that hit the island, killing at least 1 person as his car was swept away near Athens. Overflowing rivers flooded buildings, streets and hotels on the western island of Corfu. Citizens on the island of Evia, that was previously destroyed by summer wildfires, were also evacuated. Torrential rains caused floodwaters to run through a marketplace in Athens. Flash flooding in 2017 killed 25 people and left hundreds homeless. A new surge in lava flow on the volcanic island of La Palma has fueled fears of further destruction and forced more evacuations from local residents. This fast-flowing river of hot lava caused around 300 more people to leave their homes as flows of molten rock threatened to engulf another area. It has been 26 days since the volcano began to erupt, and there is still no sign of the crisis easing. And finally, British singer Adele has made her highly anticipated music comeback, releasing her first new record since her 2015 Grammy Award-winning album, 25. Easy on Me, an emotional ballad, has been released, offering fans the first glimpse of her album, entitled 30. It sees Adele explaining her decision to walk away from her marriage in 2019, while asking her son and ex-husband for their understanding. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.